It is my pleasure this morning to introduce our speaker. Archbishop Prendergast is a native of Montreal. He entered the Jesuit novitiate in 1961 and was ordained priest in 1972. I won't go through his whole list of education for you. He's an archbishop, so we all know he's well educated. He's a Jesuit, to add to that. He became Auxiliary Bishop of Toronto in February 1995. He was only with us for a short time, however, and he got promoted. After serving on the Canadian Bishops' Commission for Relations with Associations of Clergy, Consecrated Life and Laity, Bishop Prendergast is now a member of the CCCB Theology Commission, a member of the Permanent Council, and a member of the Board of Catholic Organization for Life and Family. Aside from other pastoral involvement, Archbishop Prendergast is a teacher, a writer, and a retreat giver. And he writes a wonderful article on a weekly basis published in our Catholic Register. It's a reflection on the readings for the week to come. So we get a jump start on that before we go to church. Archbishop Prendergast has a sister and 3 brothers and numerous nieces and nephews whom he's very close to. His hobbies include squash, cycling, skating, foreign films, and my personal favorite, Italian cooking. So we know where we're going for lunch, right? He was installed as Archbishop of Halifax in September 1998, and in January this year, he was added to his duties. He became Apostolic Administrator of the Diocese of Yarmouth in Nova Scotia. Please join me in welcoming Archbishop Prendergast.
Thank you very much, Mary, and thank you for your welcome this morning. You might wonder how it is that someone has 2 dioceses to run, and with the resignation of Bishop Campbell of Antigonish, people were wondering whether I was going to take over the 3rd diocese in Nova Scotia. I have no such intentions, and I'm hoping to divest myself of the Yarmouth diocese as soon as possible. You see that we have a PowerPoint presentation. This is to make me look good. I gave up academic work teaching at the university level in 1995, and things keep moving, and my secretary and other people keep saying, you know, you should do a PowerPoint, Bishop, you should do a PowerPoint. Well, this is the first crack at it. But one of the things about PowerPoints is that whatever you've put out there and you've handed out, people then have it. And maybe you wish they didn't have it, like the joke that I have there. Some of you already read the punchline of the joke, I'm sure. Anyway, I thought I'd begin by answering where is Halifax and where is Yarmouth and where is Nova Scotia even. Well, I should have had a bigger map, obviously, because that just tells you parts of Canada to the east of us. This is east of Quebec. And if you know the United States, it's north of Boston. So the plane route just goes up and it crosses over Yarmouth down at the bottom, the left-hand side, and then if it's going to Europe, it'll cross over Halifax and Sydney and over Newfoundland and so on. So this also comes with a little bit of a plug. We're in economically dire straits, but we have beautiful country. So anytime you'd like to come and make a donation of your time and your talent and your treasure, you're most welcome to come to Nova Scotia, stop in Yarmouth, and stop in Halifax. I thought I'd begin with a short story, and this is a typical story of a couple of people stranded on a desert isle after a plane crash, and they go, and one of them is a very efficient and worrisome type, and he goes around and he says, you know, there's nothing on this island. There's no hope of our eating anything. There's no hope of our being rescued. And the other man says, don't worry about it. I make $100,000 a week. The fellow stops struggling with that, and he walks around again and says, you know, you have to start panicking. We're doomed. He said, don't worry, I make $100,000 a week. He said, what is this $100,000 a week? He said, well, you have to realize I make $100,000 a week, but I tithe 10% of my church. My pastor will make sure that we're found. There's another reason to tithe.